Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. Yesterday was a little bit of a day. I am a project-driven person, not to the point where it like overpowers everything. Like that, don't get me wrong. Like I can stare and like see fingerprints on my window for like weeks and not care. Or like have stuff sit on my countertop. I mean, I do like it clean up, but like I can have stuff sitting out and it doesn't bother me. There's things that are not done. I'm okay with those things, but I know when I have bigger projects that I've kind of been working on and just have not finished, I like to get them accomplished. So I know yesterday I was like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm home today. And so we were gone for, not gone, but just out of the house doing a lot of things the last couple of days. And I was like, all right, I could go and I could get, and I knew it was going to pour rain. And all I want to do is get the kids outside, get them to the park to run around and all those things. And so in my head, I'm like, okay, I can get out. Jaden was going to work that day and I thought I could pick her up and then we could go to the park. And then I was like, ooh, Greg's going to run into town. I could meet him in town and we can go to Harbor Freight, look at all the organization for the garage because I was looking online. It was expensive and I was like, all these thoughts. And then meanwhile, I'm thinking I still have to get things done at home that didn't get done over the last few days of being gone. So all these things, Greg had gone to the shop and I call him. I'm like, okay, how about this? You run here, run there, do your running, and I'll meet you here. And he's like, okay, babe. And meanwhile, he's not as early morning as I am. I'm up and like, boom, ready to roll. He's just a little bit slower in the morning. He's boom at nighttime. Like talk to me at night at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'm tired. And so he'll like try talking to me about stuff and I'm like, falling asleep. Where the morning time, I'm ready to roll and he's ready to chill in the morning. So just opposites that way and that's good. So I'm like, okay, I got this game plan. I'm gonna meet you. We're gonna do all these things. And then me and I got off the phone with him and then I was like getting stuff done and Jade messaged. She's like, I don't need you to pick me up. I'm gonna get dropped off. And I'm like, okay. And then the Lord just said to me, you know, it's like, you're gonna stay home today. And I was like, okay. And like right in that moment, I went to myself, I should have like inquired of the Lord first. And so how many times do we get our own agenda going of like what we think we need to do? And then like, it's just a little bit busier. Why is our life so chaotic? Because we don't seek the Lord first in the things we need to do. And it's like in every day, like God cares about our everyday. Like really he does. It's not just solving world problems and all the terrible things going on in the world. He cares about your life, in your situation, your apartment you're sitting in, your little home, in a little corner of the mountain that you're sitting on, or wherever you're at. He cares about making your day peaceful, getting you to do what you're supposed to do, and it might just be being home with your kids. Like for myself, I was like, you know what? I can stay home. I can stay home, get what I need to get done, not have to go out. It'll be a whole lot less stressful than run. So we didn't get to go to the park, didn't get to take the kids out, but it's okay. I had to go blow my nose. Allergy season, it's here. And I've been taking my allergy pill, but last night I didn't. I took one yesterday in the morning. I should have taken one at night. I didn't, but that's okay. So I'm a little bit stuffier today. So anyways, it's good to do. Okay, check in with the Lord first of what you're supposed to do. So I was glad. Stayed home, had a good day. It was much better. We had a much more relaxing. I worked, which you're going to see in a minute what I did yesterday. And then we had our little charcuterie board and then they came home and we just chilled. We watched a movie, just a different movie. It was, I don't even remember what the name was, something different. It was just one of those random movies. I was like, okay, I don't understand this movie. It's just like the sci-fi fiction, no point, just a funny movie. Yeah, but it was whatever. The kids liked it. I was like, okay. I like more like plot story kind of movies. And so we, watched that and just relax and then went to bed at a decent time, which was nice. Watched a couple episodes of My Life with Elizabeth and then I was asleep. And then I woke up this morning about 4:30 and I was like, ooh, I'm awake. So I need to get up. So I did, which was good. I woke my eyes up and I was like, opened my eyes and I was like, okay, I'm awake. So I'm going to get up and get the things I need to get done today because today is going to be a beautiful day. And I'm awake already, no sense laying in bed scrolling on my phone. So I got up, got a shower, got to sit at my desk, get emails, messages. I have a lot of that stuff I have to do every day. And if I don't, it just accumulates to the next day. So I had to get a few things done over there, which I got done. And then working on thumbnails, a lot of extra stuff to get done. And then I was like, today I'm actually going to be heading out the door, but we're going to all be going. It's going to be beautiful. Right now we're in a cloud. I'll take you outside in a minute. Should I take you outside? Let me show you right now what it looks like outside. We live in the mountains in the mountains of Western North Carolina. And so we live once in a while, you know, like you drive and you see the mountains and you see like the clouds in the mountain. You're like, that looks cool. And you're like, I wonder what it'd be like to live in a mountain cloud. Well, here, let me show you what a mountain cloud looks like. It's not too much at my house, but like across, like in front of it. So see over there, it's like rolling in front. So it's beautiful. It's in between there. Oh, that's mountain cloud. Pretty cool. So it's a pretty morning. Chilly right now, but it's gonna be a great day today. Seems like I don't even know if I want to be outside yet, Mommy. Kind of rainy, kind of chilly. Let's go back in, Maxine. All right, gonna leave Maxine out there in a minute. She's gonna be scratching at the door. So that's what it looks like to live in a cloud. And so here she is. Is she already back? She's back. Hold on. So anyway, so today's day is going to be consistent of doing some running that I don't show a lot of filming because we're going to church. We're setting up for the week. That's something that I do. I go and I set up our for our elementary kids. Go and set up like all the supplies and all the sheets and stuff that we get, and then I put it together for our teachers so that when they come in on the church days, they don't have to like plan what they have to do. They can just say, here's all your instructions. Go ahead and just teach. Go ahead and just engage with the kids. Go ahead and pour into. I'd rather have them make connections with kids than versus like trying to figure out how to cut 50,000 triangles out or whatever it's going to entail this week. We will see. So that is what I'm going to do today. So that's going to take up a little bit of my morning, which I don't film it or show it because it's what I do. So I try to like get ahead of my videos and film a little bit for the days that I run. I usually run once a week and do that. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to run to the post office, library. We need to go to the library and pick up our next set of books for our history. And then it's going to be 70 degrees today. We are going to go to the park. So I'm excited for that. We have a couple parks in our town. We have one here. We have one that's got more of like, it's a little bit bigger, and there's like a big bike path and a walking path and big play structure for the kids. So I think we're going to head there about lunch. So this is what my day is going to consist of. I'm going to leave here a little bit, probably about 10 o'clock, go to church, get my stuff done, then go to the post office, the library, come back home, gather up my children, and probably pack a lunch unless the day before, and then grab Greg too, and we're going to go to the park for a few hours and just enjoy the sunshine. Oh, enjoy that sunshine, be outside, and then come back. That'll be our day. Might work on our pool filter if we get back and still have some time, because it's going to be nice. We'd like to hook that up, get it rolling so we can get I didn't put all the shock and everything in the pool yet because I wanted to wait. We ordered the sand filter, and so I wanted to wait till it was here to get it like ready to roll, and then we'll shock it. And it's already, if you only put 1 gallon of chlorine in it, it actually looks not too bad. So I mean, it's not clear obviously, but so I'm excited. So we might do that tonight. So for the video today, because I don't want to leave you hanging with nothing, so I thought, let me share with you some things that I'm going to get done before I leave. So this morning, I did some clothing. So I've got company New Chic. They supply me with some clothing choices and things. I've shared them with you guys. They're inexpensive, good to buy from. And so these are one of the tops. I think it's probably a short dress, but I wear it as a top. So, but let me show you all the few things I got from there. So those are cute, lots of sandals. Those are gonna be passed on to the girls as well. Some are a little bit shorter for my feet. So it's like, I'm shoving my foot in there, but I'm gonna give them to my girls to wear. So that is great. So New Chic is a great company. They've been providing me with clothes for a little while now, and just, you guys have been buying things from them. I'm gonna put the links for all the things that I bought below. Just good, I mean, just good quality. I usually buy all my stuff on Amazon. A lot of my stuff, not all of it. Some of my stuff on Amazon, and it's the same kind of companies. And just, clothing is just a good thing. So you can get them from all one place. great. So I've shared in the past different styles, different things. So that's where I'm going to put all the link below. You can click on them, see if you like any of them, and then you know, maybe place an order. Shoes are really great. I really like a lot of the things that they have. So thank you, New Chic, for supplying me some new clothes for the summertime. So, all right. So then what I did yesterday is work on the garage. So let me show you all of the clips of the garage. All right, we're back at the garage here. So we've got some stuff that we have gone through. I sat with Greg and Evan and went through everything. We threw out stuff that was broken, that was not worthy to fixing, set them in piles. This is like piles, so I kind of know where things are. Like, yeah, we had to go through sockets. We filled up socket containers here, so those have whole sets of sockets in there. We have extra ones here. We've got some holders for them. We've got these wrenches here. Tons of stuff to kind of put away. It's like there's piles of stuff here that's going to go to the shop exclusively. Like, I know all these drills. We don't use these at all here, but he will use those at his shop. So I'm going to put those in a grocery bag just to carry them to the shop. I don't have any boxes. Otherwise, I'd use boxes, and then they'll go to his shop completely. These, how many Allen wrenches can a man have? I guess it's kind of like how many pairs of shoes can a woman have, right? So he's done a lot of stuff over the years. So he told me to make sets, and if he has 2 complete sets of those, that's all he needs. I said, are you sure? He said, I'm sure. So, but the wrenches are on the other hand. He says, no, you're never going to have too many wrenches. I'm like, okay. So keep the wrenches. Allen wrenches do not get held. So there's not that much here, which is really good. So I've got a couple bigger things to hang up. Just some random things. Like most of the stuff's at his shop, which is good. So just because he uses it there all the time, so he can find it a little bit easier. So I'm going to go through these, do some kind of organization, you know, that I can do. And then he'll come home and like check and see if that's like what he wants. And then we are going to be good to go. So I'm going to probably just start putting stuff in bags that I know are going to go to the shop, so I don't have to take up some space in here. So we're going to do that. So I've got the stuff in the bags that I know is going to go to the shop. We'll take it there directly, put it inside the toolbox that is there. So now I'm going to go and do something with what we got at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is the cheapest. I looked on Amazon. They were pretty expensive for their storage and holders. So we got these large clear stacking bins. I think these are $3.99. I don't know if we'll stack it or if we're going to set it across the back of the workbench. Not sure how that's going to go yet, but got those. Picked up wrench organizer sets right here. These were on Amazon too, but they're cheaper at Harbor Freight. So this will take these, and then you line these all up. So I just had to find matches. He said standard and metric, right? Because there should be a metric one. Yes, there should be a metric one. Standard metric all the way down. So we'll have that. And then these, I don't even know. The sockets are like the death of me because we did 2 whole boxes, but he gave me these and he gave me these. So I don't know. He said for different sizes. So I'm going to figure that out. And then he bought this. More Allen wrenches. So I don't know if he was trying to save me trying to find the matches. Sweet, but it does have, this I think is for at home, a standard and metric. So this one's going to stay at home because they're so cheap. Actually, it's Pittsburgh, it's the name of the other ones. So in that big giant pile over there, how was it on camera? Over there, I'm going to go through and get 2 sets of standard, 2 sets of metric out, and then he said keep the big ones, and then the rest, I can throw those away. So, but the wrenches, he said do not throw anyway, because you always can use these. So I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm going to take these right here. I'm going to try to lay them out in order. Let's just see if there's an order. Can I make an order? We're going to see if we can make an order out of them. Let's try that. Okay, got all these. I was just thinking is one color standard or metric, but it looks like I'm thinking metric would be black. Hopefully I'm right. So there's some repeats, not all of them in a row. Like there's not, I got like 19, 18, 18, 17, 16, 15. I might have enough. Okay, well, I guess we'll start at 19. I guess we'll start at 19. Let's start at the top, assuming it just goes in like this. Is that how you put them in? All right, let me put them in the slot. All right, so confused. There's 2 13s. One's a little bit longer than, like this is a 13, this is a 13. That's the same one. But this is a 13, and it's shorter. So I'm gonna put the longer one in here. I don't know. I don't know my tools. I'll find out by the end of the video before I'm done because I asked my husband, but we're getting there. 12. It's not as aesthetically pleasing as like filling, you know, your food containers, because like this one's a little bit longer. Like this is the one I would have chose. What is that? That's the 10. There, let's do the 10 smaller because I feel like that fits better. But he's got a whole thing here. Okay. All right, let me get my fractions out. The standard. Let me refresh my memory on these here. It's been a little while. Okay, I started putting like things together of what I think, but again, it's not like it's a kitchen, so I have no idea. So I just put the socket, those things, the zit things that we call them, what are those adjustable, no, those are like monkey wrenches, aren't they? No, some kind of wrenches, the adjustable ones, pliers, adjustable pliers, is that what they're called? I hope so. The extra wrenches, because I have a set already. This is like screwdriver bits, random kind of tools there. And I've got like, I have one for household stuff. So like when we're doing different household, like those are, you know, we use those. What are these things even called? The tubing, the little clampy hoses things for household. This is kind of like the goop thing. It's got the extra goop. I might go get more of those containers. I was going to start on these, but this like is a lot of socket time. I'm going to do that in a minute. I'm going to go through these and try to get a set out of there for him right now. I think I'm going to do that one next. Okay, at least I have something to go by right here, and these have the numbers on it. I guess I could have looked those up for the wrenches too. So I'm basically going to try to get, he wants 2 sets of these, and the big giant ones he said to keep. So those are just going to go to the shop. So I'm going to put the big giant ones separate and then try to find these little ones. There is 10,000 of these wrenches. So just thinking by the process of elimination, he told me to keep 2 sets of each. He says he has 1 standard at his shop, so thank goodness. So I'm going to assume these like metally shiny ones are not part of the set. I'm going to put them over here and see if I can get, I'm just putting 2 together here of each one because yeah, it's fun. We're getting there. Okay, got a set of metric. Jane's like, you're still going through these? I'm like, oh yeah, that was just metric. We're gonna go to standard now. So I have a whole set of the short ones I could find. The longer ones, there was not a whole set, but I just have some of those at the shop. So we're gonna see. So now at least for the standard, I have a little container to stick them in so I can sit there and try to stare and figure out what the numbers are. So we're gonna fill these up. Okay, so I got all those Allen wrenches organized. Everything's done. Got my dog sitting in my cardboard here together, chewing in bones, right where I need to work. So what I'm going to do now is go through the socket. So I'm having Jaden Google really quick because I've got a bunch of these. Like this one says 1/2 inch socket rail organizer. So I think that's the fatter ones, but I don't know. But then I've got long ones here too. So we got to figure out, do those just go on any of them? I don't know. We got to do a little Googling search here, and then we're going to try to put them on here. Okay, so when you have no idea what you're doing, which I'm doing right now, I feel like you group things according to like the same thing. So I have these sockets. I have these ones, and I have short ones. So I feel like if I get all the long ones, I should be able to put them in some kind of numerical order. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I think on my husband's list for birthday things one day is going to be a bunch of socket sets. He said so many sockets, but our kids, you know, use them and lose them. We have 2 boxes over there. So I don't know, I'm like trying to put these on. I'm like, there's not enough to make a whole metric set or not enough to do a whole standard, but I'm assuming, I don't know, I don't even know, can you just do this? Like, will that hold if you just stick that on there? These are 1/2 inch sockets. The back has a 1/2 inch hole. Got black all over my face, hands. So I'm assuming that's how these roll. I'm gonna have to find out if this is gonna be acceptable or not. So they don't all fit on here. No, they just, it's the size of the hole. So I think that's it for the big giant one, so at least. So I just have to see. I just need my husband because I don't know, like I said, don't know what I'm doing here. So the other ones are 3/8, so I think that's what I just gotta do is figure out which ones fit on here and which ones don't. All right, taking a break from the world of sockets because there's way too many I don't really know. I need to talk to Greg first before I start messing. So what I'm gonna do, Jane hung some on the wall for me here. So I'm gonna hang up, remember, we had these from our other stuff. I'm gonna hang up some of the extra tools. Like we've got like 6 of these to hang up over here. So I'm gonna see if these hooks are better. I think these are gonna work. Okay, I decided to had the gunk bin full of a plastic one. I feel like it'll be better in here because when it gunks through, like this is like all the random things can be right on here, and they can see it all right here.
Okay, did really good. What I have left is these sockets because I don't know. I gotta find out how to organize those because there's like way too many star shape, square shape. Who knows what size? So I will find out about those. This stuff right here is going to the shop. This is our junk bin. I feel like I should set that up there on that little table. We're gonna see. And then these things I'm gonna go put up on the workbench. Jaden and I did good. And then these, I don't know. Maybe we'll move these around. We just put this up there. There's some more saws coming. And I feel like that's it. And then we've got a big shelf to stick over by the window there. So I'm going to put up on the workbench here. I just have to clean this up over here and then I'll be able to put this up there. Okay. So this is what I've come up with so far. We might have to like move some of these things away eventually over time, but this is going to be like the project section. So basically we bought stuff and have to do something with it. Like this right here is for the girls' vent in the bathroom we're going to do. There is a plug we got to replace. This actually doesn't go here. This is for, we need a new faucet outside, needs to be replaced. That's for our solar oven outside. We're going to spray paint that. This, we got to clean some wood. Thermometer for outside. This is all like the gardeny outside stuff. I got to do my plants, my flowering fruit plants are coming. I just got to give them some fruit. So I'm going to put some Miracle-Gro in there. Car cleaners, that kind of stuff. We're going to do cars according to like mine, Greg's, everybody's, and Evan's. So this is how we're doing this for now. I'll have to see if this is going to be good for Greg. This is kind of like household stuff that like you may need. You know, if you guys know what all this stuff is, that's going to be in there. And I hid some lights back there that Greg bought just for to work on his engine. This right here, some more tools. The Allen wrenches, screwdrivers, the stud finder, that kind of stuff. And there's the wrenches there. And the sockets. This is going to be plugged in here, so we're going to leave that right there. Extra tools right here. This is going to be for Greg's car, so when he buys parts for his truck or car, he puts them in here. And then he knows to find them, because I know Evan, he wasn't able to find some of his stuff, but I'm like, here's your bin for yours. So these are all sockets of Evan and his little container for all his car stuff. So this is good here. And then over here, may move these over again and again and again, but just, I kind of feel this as the junk stuff. So like the goop bin, they can at least find everything in here. This is like the electrical who knows what bin. This is just extra here. This is all we have for on these things, so I think this is going to work right here. I hung these up here. I will hang them up under there if Greg wants to. I just didn't, there wasn't a whole lot of space, so I don't really know how, but we may, because we have to do the sockets, so we're just going to have to wait till he comes and sees that. So some of this may move in time, and then this again like this. Over here, so the only thing I have to hang up at the end there is a big shelf that we have, and I have to move my car out of the way because my car is right in the middle here, and then we'd hang it up on the wall. So I might do that. Let's see if Jade and I might be able to handle that. See what time it is. Get that done, hang it up, and then we'll have the shelf up there, and then we'll put all the rakes and everything underneath it. So not bad. So the only thing over here left is all the sockets. And I'm just gonna have to wait for Greg, because again, I don't really know how those work. If you can give me some direction, that'll be a whole lot better. That stuff's gone. It's looking good. Okay, so that was a lot of organizing. Greg came home and then I asked him about the sockets. I'm like, all right, I'm confused on the sockets. Like, there's not enough to put in order. And he's like, no, babe. He's like, even if you get a socket set, it doesn't include every single size. And so I'm like, okay, like it does to a certain extent. But he says most of the time when you're working, you want specific size sockets. So he says, that is why there's all the random sizes. So I'm like, I said, okay, so it's not gonna be a benefit for me to buy you a socket set. He's like, no, because I probably wouldn't use half of them. So I got this skinny on how to do it. So he said to put metric on one, standard on another, that kind of thing for the different sizes. And then he says, if I'm missing some, he says, he has calipers. So he says, most guys, the reason why they have a whole set is because when they're working on a project, they don't know what size, and they have to try different sockets to try to fit in. He says, what I have is calipers, because he has been a machinist in the past. He takes his calipers and he measures the bolt, and he goes, oh, I need exactly 14 millimeter. And then he can just go when he's getting his stuff at the store and pick up that size socket to have for his project. So I'm like, all right, I learned a little bit. So that was good. So we're gonna do that like eventually. I put them all in a basket, was able to pick up the floor. That'll be an ongoing project. I'm like, that might be a Jensen project. I feel like he would be really good sorting that, but if not, I can sort it too. So that's done. He liked the way all the tools were. He said that was good. He said he'd help me hang up the rack. It needs some bolts to go in the wall. So a little bit more arm strength I'm gonna need on that. So we'll get that eventually. We'll add it to the list. It's on the list, but at least all the tools are organized. So now I have to take the ones I have and take them to the shop and put them there, and it's gonna be good. So
today is going to be a decent day. I'm pulling out, we're getting down low on food. I've gone through almost all my list. I only have 2 more things on my list to make from when I made my, what's over here, my little menu for us to eat. And I'm just thinking, I saw cowboy, okay, I'll probably make some cowboy caviar, maybe tomorrow, not today, because we're gonna be leaving. So there's enough for breakfast. Probably do some eggs and bagels, or bagels and cream cheese for breakfast for the kids. Lunch, we have sandwiches. I have bread. They can make cheese sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, lunch meat sandwich, whatever they want to do. There's some oranges. We got crackers, as you saw from our charcuterie board. We can take chips, all that kind of stuff with us today for a lunch snack. Lunch is to go to the park, and then dinner, we're gonna do these chicken patties in the air fryer. So I'm going to take these. I took my buns out. I'll leave the buns out. The chicken patties I'll put in the freezer. When we get home today, these will go in the air fryer. Cook them for 20 minutes. Put it on a bun with some cheese and pickles. That's it. Like, easy. I don't have to worry about it. I can pull out applesauce if I want. Maybe I'll grab some more applesauce. I will. Just like easy day. So I'm not even going to show any of that because pointless. That way we can work on doing the pool or whatever we decide to do, and I'll film that too when we do that. So my day is simple and easy today. So I'm actually going to close today's video before I even start my day. But you got a lot of footage of all the things that I did. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great things on this earth. You were made to serve and to do great things for this generation that you have been born into. So once you figure that out and you're walking on that path, and it's amazing, amazing adventure. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.